Yeah. What was that last? Yeah, no. Yeah. Wait.
And
Donald!
hurry. The A&P is just around the corner, and frankfurters don't take any time to boil.
So, Mr. Kirby, how do you find business conditions?
Oh, here's Mr.
Oh, this is Mrs. Sycamore.
I hope you forgive my appearance.
Just before the 4th of July, he always goes down to the...
Oh!
Darling, I'm the most dull-witted person in the world. I thought it was tonight.
Wait, Tony! I'm so sorry, I can't imagine why I wasn't... Oh, have you all met each other?
Yes, indeed.
How'd you do, Alice?
How do you do, Miss Kirby? I'm afraid I'm not very presentable.
You look well.
Of course she does. Don't let this bother you, my dear. We've all just met each other a night sooner.
Of course. Yes, but I was planning on such a nice party tomorrow night.
Well, we'll come again tomorrow night.
There you are, Alice. Am I forgiven now?
I guess so. It's just that well, we'd better see about getting you some dinner.
Oh, that's all done, Alice. That's all been attended to.
But, Mother, what did you send out for? Because Mr. Kirby suffers from indigestion.
Now,
He can only eat-
it's not as serious as all that, just because I have a little indigestion.
I asked him what he wanted, Alice.
Yes, but
Perhaps it is not indigestion at all. Perhaps it is stomach ulcer.
don't be absurd, Mr. Kolenkoff.
Now, you mustn't mind Mr. Kolenkov, Mr. Kirby. He's a Russian, and Russians are inclined to look on the dark side.
Yes, I am a Russian. But a friend of mine, a Russian, died from stomach ulcers.
Really?
Please, Mr. Kolenkoff. Mr. Kirby is indigestion, and that's all.
Fine, let him wait.
Say, Mr. Kirby, how do you find business conditions? Would you say we're well out of the depression?
Broadly speaking, yes, but of course it all depends.
But you would say we're continuing to improve.
Yes. In fact, industry is now working at 64% of full capacity, as opposed to 1925, was it? When we were operating at 84%. Of course, in 1929, with the fall of the...
There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
Now that may seem a little strange to you folks. She's an actress, a friend of Penny's. Came here for dinner and was overcome by the heat. She isn't quite accountable for her actions.
Yes, some people feel the heat, more than others. Perhaps I better see if she's all right. Excuse me, please.
It is awfully hot. You usually escape all this hot weather, don't you, Miss Kirby? Up in Maine?
As a rule. I had to come down this week, however, for the flower show.
Mother wouldn't miss the flower show for the world. That blue ribbon is the high spot of her year.
Oh, I won a ribbon at a flower show once for raising onions. Remember it, Alice?
That was a garden show, Essie.
Yes. I think she'll be all right now. Has Donald come back yet?
No, he hasn't.
Oh, well, he'll be right back, and it won't take any time at all. I'm afraid you must be starved.
Oh, no, it's quite all right. Hello. What's this? I didn't know you had any small children around the house.
Oh, no, that's mine.
Ah, well, I suppose every man has his hobby. Or do you use it as a model of some kind?
Oh, no, I just play with it.
I see.
Well, maybe you'd be better off with a hobby like that, Dad, instead of raising orchids.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, do tell us about your orchids, Mr. Kirby. You know they take 6 years to blossom, don't they? Think of that.
Some of them even take longer. I have a blossom coming along now that I've waited 10 years for.
Believe it or not, I was waiting for an orchid.
Yes, during that time, they require the most scrupulous care. I have an orchid coming along now.
Donald!
Oh, here we are. Did you get everything, Donald?
Yes, ma'am. The only thing is, they have any fake food, so I got pig's feet.
Never mind, Donald. Just take everything to the kitchen. Mr. Kirby, please tell them all about your orchids. I know they'd love to hear it. And, excuse me.
Orchids, Mr. Kirby. Isn't that a pretty expensive hobby?
Yes, but I believe that the hobby gives one sufficient pleasure. It is never too expensive.
That is true.
You see, I needed something to relieve the daily nerve strain of being on Wall Street. After a week there, I'd go crazy. Many men I know have yachts for that very reason.
Why don't they get rid of Wall Street?
How's that?
I was just joking.
I think it is definitely necessary for everyone to have a hobby. Of course, it's more to me than a hobby, but my great solace is astrology. Astrology? No, Mrs. Kirby. Everybody knows that's a thing. To me, Mrs. Sycamore, astrology is, well, I'd rather not discuss it with you, Mrs. Sycamore.
Remember, Penny, you have one or two hobbies of your own.
Yes, not silly one.
But I think it is just important to have a hobby.
To be ideal, a hobby should improve the mind as well as the body. Let's take the Romans as an example. Great people. What was their hobby? Wrestling. And in the wrestling, you have to equip with the mind and not with the body.
I'm afraid wrestling is not very practical for most of us. Mr. Kolenkopf, was it? Yes. I'm afraid I would not make a very good show as a wrestler.
Ha! Come here! Count down!
No, really,
You're completely built for it. Look!
Mr. Kirby!
Let me help you.
Mr. Kirby, are you hurt?
where are my glasses?
Oh, here they are, Mr. Kirby. Oh, no. Mr. Kirby, they're broken.
Mr. Kirby, next time you wrestle, I suggest not to wear glasses.
I do not intend to wrestle again, Mr. Kolenkopf.
Mr. Kolenkopf, how could you do such a thing? Why didn't somebody stop him?
Come on,
Thank
sit
you.
down.
If you do not mind, perhaps we'd better be going.
Mother,
Oh, please, Miss Kirby, please don't go.
I am deeply sorry if I did something wrong.
Mr. Kirby, please, I ordered some scrambled eggs for you and plain salad. Please don't go.
It's all right, Alice. We'll stay for dinner.
of course it's all right. We're not going. No.
Wow, that was exciting for a minute, wasn't it?
Yes, you were talking about your orchids, Mr. Kirby. Do you raise many different varieties?
I'm afraid I've quite forgotten about my orchids.
I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Kirby.
What did I do that was so wrong? All I did was throw you down on the floor. You're still alive, aren't you? You're sitting down in the chair.
Please, Mr. Kolenkopf,
Ah!
sit down.
I'm sure dinner won't be any time at all now.
Well, would you like some candy while you're waiting, Mr. Kirby? Because I've got some freshly made.
My doctor does not permit me to eat candy. Thank
Oh,
you.
but these candies are nothing, Mr. Kirby. They're just coconut, marshmallow, and fudge.
Don't, Essie.
Well,
Excuse me. What is it, Reba?
The eggs don't go down the sink.
Make some more, quick!
God, me.
Send Donald up for some.
All right.
And tell him to hurry. I'm sorry. There's gonna be a little delay, but everything will be ready in just a minute.
Watch out.
You watch out.
Thank you for the warning.
Thank you, Donald.
Well, certainly I've put all you people to a lot of trouble with my stupidity.
Nah, it's perfectly all right, Tony.
Look, why don't we all play a game of some sort while we're waiting?
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd
I
be
know
fine.
wonderful to me. Hit them all with glass and water.
No!
No, Mr. Kolenkopf! But I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. Kirby would love this game. It's perfectly harmless.
But Mother,
Nonsense, Alice. He'll love it. Look, all you do is write your name on a piece of paper.
Mother, what is this game?
It's called Forget-Me-Not. I used to play it in school.
I'm afraid I'm not very good at games, Mrs. Sycamore.
Oh, but any fool could play this game, Mr. Kirby. Now,
Mother,
write your
Mr.
name.
Kirby doesn't want to.
Write your name on that piece of paper, and Mrs. Kirby, you do the same on this. Here you are, Grandpa.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I'm going to call out.
He needs a new pencil.
Yes, there's no lead in this pencil.
I'll just remember it in my head.
Now, I'm going to call out 5 words, and as I say each word, you're to put down the first thing that comes into your mind. Is that clear? For instance, if I call out green, you might put down grass, or anything you think of, see? Or if I call out chair, you might put down table. You don't mind.
Forget the Russian.
Oh. It shows the reactions people have to different things. Do you see how simple it is, Mr. Kirby?
Come on, Father, be a sport.
Very well, I shall be happy to play it.
You see, Alice, he does want to play.
Well,
Now then, are we ready?
Yeah, ready?
Yeah. Now remember, you must play fair. Put down the first thing that comes into your mind. Everybody ready?
Ready?
The first word is potatoes. Potatoes. Ready for the next one? Flowers. Flowers. Got that? All ready? Bathroom.
Mother, this isn't exactly what you...
Nonsense, Alice. That word's all right. Mother, it's not all right. I do not know. It seems like a perfectly fair word to me. You see, now you mustn't interrupt the game.
May I have that last word again?
Bathroom, Mr. Kirby.
Bathroom. All right, I've got it.
This is quite a game, isn't it?
Hush, Grandpa. All ready? Wedding.
Mother?
Ready for the next one? Honeymoon. Oh, sure. Will you collect the papers for me, Essie?
I know exactly what to put for that one.
Now this is the best part of the game. Now I read out your reactions. Thank you. Isn't it an interesting game, Mr. Kirby?
Yes, it really is. I liked it more than I thought I would.
I knew you'd like it. I'll read your paper first, Mr. Kirby.
All right.
Listen, everybody. This is Mr. Kirby's paper. Potatoes, steak. That's very good. See how they go together, steak and potatoes?
I just happened to think of it.
It's very good. Flowers, orchids. That makes sense. Bathroom, toothpaste. Yes. Wedding, uncomfortable. Isn't that nice? Honeymoon, trip. Yes. That's really a wonderful paper, Mr. Kirby.
That's not what I put.
You see, it really is more than a game. It's more of an experiment in psychology.
Yes, it is. It shows just how your mind works. Now we'll see how Mrs. Kirby's mind works. Everybody ready? This is Mrs. Kirby. Potatoes, starch. I know just what you mean, Mrs. Kirby. Flowers, tulips. Oh dear. Bathroom, Mr. Kirby.
How's that?
Bathroom, Mr. Kirby.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow that, my dear.
I don't know. I just thought of you in connection with it. I mean, you are there a good deal, Anthony. Bathing, shaving, and well, do take a very long time.
It's true. You do. I see. I hadn't realized I was being so selfish in my usage of the loo. Please go on, Mrs. Sinclair.
I think this is a very silly game and we ought to stop it.
Yes.
No. I like this game.
Somebody upstairs.
Why don't we go on, Mrs. Sycamore? What was the next word?
Honeymoon.
Ah, yes. And what was Mrs. Kirby's answer to that?
Honeymoon? Dole.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say dull?
Admit, Anthony, Hot Springs was not very gay that season. All those old people sitting on the porch all day long and nothing to do at night.
That was not your reaction at the time, as I recall it.
Hey, come on, Father. It's only a game.
A very illuminating game, son.
most pointless game. Suppose we play 20 questions?
Yes. Yes, please. Oh, you know what? Actually, Alice, would you mind if we do not stay for dinner? I'm afraid this game has given me quite a headache.
Yes, perhaps we better postpone the whole affair.
Yes.
I understand.
Oh, but you're coming again tomorrow night, aren't you? Oh, no. I'm afraid we have other engagements tomorrow night.
Yes, perhaps we better postpone
Father.
it for a while.
Father,
Hot weather.
I think we're being very ingracious.
Tony, I have a very bad headache.
Come, Tony. I'm sure everyone understands.
I don't understand. Look, I really think we ought to stay tonight.
No, Tony.
What?
We were fools, Tony, to ever think this would work. It won't. Mr. Kirby, I won't be at the office tomorrow. I won't be there at all anymore.
Alice, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry, my dear. Very sorry. Are you ready, Miriam?
Yes, Anthony.
Well, it was very nice to have met you all.
Yes, lovely.
Are you coming to me?
No, Father, I'm not.
I see. Your mother and I will be waiting for you at home. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Stay right where you are.
What is the meaning of this? I don't know.
Oh, good heavens.
What is all this?
Shut up. Which one is it?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's this? What's
Him.
I haven't done anything!
Have it, Tom.
Grandpa, what is it?
What's this all about?
Does that door lead to the cellar?
Yes, it does.
Matt. Jim,
Yes, sir.
go upstairs and see what you find.
I haven't done anything!
Ever seen these before?
Yeah, these are my circulars.
Print this stuff, huh?
Yeah,
Maybe put them in a box of candy and get them to the home.
The love dreams.
I didn't mean anything.
Did, huh? Light up the Capitol. Light up the White House.
Ah, no, I just print things, Tony. I thought it was for...
Yes. Yes, it was just for the fireworks
Fireworks
show. Yeah. He prints anything. Now, the government is in no danger of it. Printing is just his hobby.
Prints anything, huh?
Yes, sir.
I've never heard of such nonsense.
I refuse to stay here and be pushed around by these men.
Let me get my candle. Please, you have to let me get my candle. I must not.
All right, Chief. They got gunpowder down there to blow up the entire city.
Are we only...
Peaceably, everyone in this house is under arrest.
I didn't
Sit down.
Now, this seems rather high-handed to me. What's it all about?
Department of Justice.
Oh my goodness, Jamin!
What have you done, Ed?
haven't done anything.
It seems to me, officer.
Shut up.
Who's that?
That's my mother.